Summertime is just around the corner, and for many of us, that means vacation time, or we want it to be vacation time. And if you're anything like me, you like your vacations to be relaxing and fun and very luxurious. So it got me thinking about summer and luxury. So I've got a few perfumes picked out for you that to me say summertime luxury. Let's take a look. So the first up is Hibiscus Palm by Erin. And the notes in this one are ylang ylang, hibiscus, palm leaf, lotus, ginger in the top, frangipani, white flowers in the mid, and coconut, milk, vanilla, and musk in the base. This is a lovely coconut floral summertime fragrance. This feels tropical. This feels pretty and feminine, perfect for warm weather, perfect for vacation. It doesn't last a long time, but it lasts, in my opinion, long enough for the heat. When I spray on perfume and it's sticky hot outside, like it gets where I live in the summer, I don't want my perfume to cling to me all day. I want to smell it. I want it to smell good and somewhat even fresh. And then I want to be able to freshen up and maybe refresh or change it up as the day goes on and as the heat goes on. So I don't mind that it's not going to stay with me every second all day, because it's beautiful when it's there, and that's kind of what I'm going for in the summertime. So if you want like tropical luxury summertime sweet but not sickeningly sweet, you're going to like Hibiscus Palm. It does feel luxurious, but it also, there's something simple enough about it that you don't need a special occasion for it. But try this if you haven't, and you might really like it. Next up is Elixir by Roja Parfums, and the notes in this one in the top are bergamot, and in the mid, raspberry, rose, peach, violet, heliotrope, ylang ylang, jasmine, and geranium, and lily of the valley. And then in the base, you have musk, vanilla, orris, cashmere wood, violet leaf, sandalwood, ambrette, cedar, and cinnamon. So there is a lot going on in here. And I can't tell you that I pick out any one note really heavily, except I get floral, I get fruity, and I get musk. It's got a good dose of musk, and it's got a nice fruity floral blend. This to me is not tropical. It is not coconut. It is not like beach vacation islands summer luxury. This is feminine. This is fancy. This is like fresh and clean but sweet summertime fragrance. This is an everyday, any occasion. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can wear it for a special occasion or no reason at all, and you're going to feel luxurious, but you're not going to feel like you should have a pina colada in the other hand. So this is a fantastic spring summer fragrance that is not going to get on your nerves in the heat, and it's going to make you feel fancy and special and luxurious, even if it's like a white t-shirt day. So check out Elixir. Next up is Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc. This is the version of Soleil Blanc that's in the like lighter translucent bottle as opposed to the opaque white. I don't have that one. This is the one I have. This is the one I love. There are lots of notes in this one too, but in the top, bitter orange, neroli, bergamot, citron, pistachio, petitgrain, cardamom, pink pepper, caraway. In the middle, tuberose, Tunisian orange blossom, ylang ylang, jasmine, and galbanum. And in the base, coconut, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, benzoin. This is a coconut tropical heavy fragrance. And by heavy, I mean heavy on the coconut, not a heavy fragrance. This is like luxury coconut. If you want a tropical coconutty summertime fragrance that is not too heavy, but feels like vacation, this is it. It's like coconut lifted. So it's not like just coconut, though it's heavy on that. It's like if you were to take a coconut perfume and somehow you were to just infuse elegance into it, fanciness into it, sophistication into it, you would get this, which again sounds like what does that mean? I think it means you have to smell it. I don't get cheap, sweet coconut. I get luxury. I get fancy vacation. I get resort with a sun hat and designer glasses and a beautiful cocktail, not beach bum with a cooler. That's what I get from this, and I love it. And you don't need to be on vacation to wear it, obviously, but it's great for vacation because it's kind of light and refreshing. It's not going to be too much, but it's going to make you feel super fancy. So Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc. Now, I don't have a lot of Tom Ford fragrances. I know the reputation about longevity and all that, and I just buy what I like and I wear what I like, and this is one of the ones that I like. It is pricey. It's not as pricey as the other version, but check it out and you might enjoy. Next up is Cherry Garden by House of Sillage. And the notes in this one, in the top are bergamot, the mid, cherry blossom and almond, and the base, vanilla, white musk, and sandalwood. This one, to me, this one's not as light as some of the others, but it's also not too heavy. This has some depth to it that's probably going to make it, if it's super, super hot, this is going to be maybe an evening fragrance. Definitely you could wear it during the day, but I would just go a little lighter with the sprays. And it's got a sweetness, but not too much. And the musk in the base lifts it a bit. So it can be on the lighter side, and the cherry blossom and almond in the mid really give it like a lighter, sweeter, floral prettiness. I have a lot of the House of Sillage cupcakes. I don't have a lot of the brand new ones. I have basically the signature line and a few others. So I don't know in comparison to the whole collection, but of the ones that I have, a lot of them I wouldn't say are like go-tos for the summer. Some of them are, and we could talk about them. But the one, as I was going through, that stood out to me as like, yes, that's nice. It was Cherry Garden. So check this out if you haven't. It may not be the obvious choice, but it was a hit for me. Next up is Delina La Rosée, which is the flanker of the OG Delina, as you probably know, and it's in this kind of translucent pink bottle. It is like a refreshing, lighter version of Delina. And by that, I don't mean that it smells exactly like Delina, but light. I mean, it's different, and it's got its own personality. It's got its own characteristics, but of course, it's reminiscent of Delina. So here are the notes. Lychee, pear, bergamot in the top, Turkish rose, watery notes, peony, floral notes in the mid, and then white musk, woody notes, and Haitian vetiver in the base. This is so refreshingly feminine. If you like rosy floral perfumes, and if you want something that's going to be just right, no matter how hot it is, and you want a pretty girl fragrance, this one is good. And it also feels luxurious. It feels like feminine in the most luxurious way. If you are into fragrances, Delina is not news to you. But so while Delina is a classic and a very well-known fragrance, and I think by now La Rosée is pretty well known, I think this screams feminine luxury to me more than even the other two. And the other two have really special things about them as well, but for this list, this is the one that made the cut, so check it out. Next up is a fragrance called Coconuts from Sunday Forever. And this is a little boutique that I found. I think somebody else talked about it online and I was curious, and so I went and found it and I bought it. And this smells like coconuts. I don't even know what the notes are. and I don't think it's on Fragrantica, but you can get this Sunday Forever website. It smells like sweet, pretty coconuts. If you like the coconut note in the summertime, this is about as pure as it gets. And the reason it feels luxurious to me is because it's about as heavy on coconut as you can get without smelling like it's just like a cheap ingredient. I think that somehow this is blended where it's like very coconutty, but without seeming like silly, cheap, flat. It's just really pretty. Now, I love it. It is simple, but it's simple in a good way. But ever since I bought this thing, the collar has been leaking. It came like that. It's really annoying. I didn't try to do anything about it. I didn't fuss about it. I just, I wiped it off and thought that it would be fine, but it just continues to do that. So I don't love that aspect of the packaging, but the fragrance itself is worth checking out if you're into coconut. Next up is what would have been an honorable mention, but every time I set it aside to just be like, I'm just gonna not put it on this list, I kept thinking about it. I was like, I really have to add it. So here it is. Anyway, it's YSL Blouse. And the notes in this one are pink pepper, bergamot, and galbanum in the top, damask rose and angelica in the mid, white musk, cashmere in the base. Boy, oh boy, this is a musky rose, clean, light, long-lasting, pretty, pretty girl fragrance. This is luxury, not resort luxury, not vacation luxury. This is sophisticated luxury. This is daytime, even work luxury. This, I mean, the name to me, like this smells like if a pretty silk pink blouse had a smell, had a fragrance. I love it. I've worn this a lot to work. I've worn this a lot to church. I always enjoy it. And I always just feel like even if I'm doing something that isn't fancy, I just feel a little more fancy when I wear this. I think you have to go to a boutique, YSL boutique or counter to smell this, to try it. But if you ever are nearby, check this out because I enjoy it very much. I enjoy several from this line, actually. But this is one of the ones that I like to reach for. And when I'm thinking about luxury, but not tropical, I think of this one. And the final perfume on my list is actually one of the newest to my collections. It's not a new fragrance, but I had this on my wish list for a long time. And I finally picked it up very recently. And I have to say, it was absolutely worth it, and all the hype is real. This is Ylang in Gold by Micallef, and the notes are in the top, geranium and citruses, in the mid, ylang ylang and sandalwood, and in the base, vanilla and coconut. When I read those notes, it sounds simpler to me than how this smells. This is luxury vacation for sure. It's tropical. It's a little sweet. It's coconutty. It is fancy. It is pretty. But it's also luxury summertime anywhere. It is like everyday worthy. But I think I would wear this, will be wearing this special occasions. It's not a special occasion only fragrance. I mean, none of them really are, obviously, but it's like when I wear this, it is so nice. It's so pretty. It's so special. I feel like I should be going somewhere fancy, or I should be doing something special. If you haven't tried this, but you've probably heard the hype, I would highly recommend you look into getting a try. I have a lot of coconut themed fragrances for the summertime because I love that note, if that's not obvious already. So I just thought, could it be that I really want another one? Could there be such a special spin on coconut that it's worth getting another one into my collection? But I finally did. And boy, oh boy, am I glad that I did. So I think I will be taking this on my next vacation. I will be enjoying it as I luxuriate. And I hope that you check it out if you haven't already too. All right, that's all I've got for you today, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like and a comment, and tell me what you like to wear that makes you feel extra special and extra luxurious when you're in the mood to feel luxurious. And we're not always in that mood, but when you are, what's your go-to? Also, if you are subscribed and you leave a comment, any comment at all, then you are automatically entered into the giveaway, which is ongoing until I reach 1,000 subscribers. So each time I reach another 100 subscribers, I'm giving away a full brand new bottle of fragrance, and you get to pick the fragrance within some parameters, but it's really your choice. And so I hope that you will subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and come back again soon. See you next time.